Guys, back to do a flip through video on this one right here. You guys might remember this was in the Marshall's Journal Haul. Pretty sure that's where it was from. Anyway, and also excuse the fact that I'm in my Kigurumi right now, so because it is freaking cold. Excuse me. I keep having to clear my throat, but anyway, let's just go ahead and get started on the flip through of this one. This is 47. So I just decorated the front cover with stickers, and then I did this, surrounded by a bunch of Pikachu stickers. So this day right here was pretty long because I had my kidney doctor appointment, and I was exhausted because I hadn't slept that great the night before, so that, and I was on early time, so I was feeling even worse, so I was not looking forward to that appointment. But overall, it went well. And I said the things were about the same in terms of the lab work. I was annoyed because there was new regulations regarding my pain medicine, and I couldn't get it then and there, so it kind of really pissed me off, needless to say. And then I mentioned after my appointment, a friend of the family took me into Marshall's so I could just look around in their journal section. I got 5, including this one. Mentioned I was glad I was able to get some smaller ones so that when the mood struck, I could write in small ones instead of the bigger ones. So I mentioned I was surprised that Marshall's had Juicy Couture things, especially since it was hard for me to find those at TJ Maxx. This day was pretty chilled out overall. I just sat around and watched YouTube videos and helped Grandma with certain things that she needed and things like that. Did run errands. We had post office, cigarettes, and also getting some carrots for Grandma, just because that was something that she needed. Once we got back, I just was watching journal collection videos because I hadn't watched a bunch of them in a while. They're kind of quote-unquote relaxing to me. So I did help Grandma out around the house, got their meds out, got dishes done. And then I was complaining about early time because of how bad it was making me feel, so yeah. Mentioned some of the errands that we would have to do the following day that I was not looking forward to. Then I went on a rant about not getting my pain meds because it's like I need it for my back, and rain and cold make the pain in my back worse, so my back is killing me as we speak because of it being freaking frigid outside. Anyway, this day was the usual grocery run. Did do errands as well at post office, and attempted to do the water bills and property tax for Grandma and Papa, but it was Veterans Day, so they were closed. Excuse me. Mentioned I was ready to sit down and relax, and was just looking forward to a chill weekend, especially with the week being like go 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 and things like that. So I mentioned that it's hard to believe that it's only a couple weeks away till Thanksgiving. Seemed like the year had been flying by. Also saw that Bath & Body Works was having their lotion deal, which is what I mentioned. I was hoping I could go the following day so I could get some as part of Christmas from my grandparents. So anyway, after all of the groceries and the errands, I just watched a lot of the top 10 lists from a YouTube channel known as Anime America. And it sounds like John's awake. Yep, he's awake. But I'll answer him after this video. Mentioned that I'd also like to start on a Lisa Frank coloring book that I got, just to relax. So this day was extremely lazy, and just relaxed to watch Emil Xenoblade. I know I say that I watch that Let's Play a lot, but it's just one of my favorites, so I watch it all the time. Anyway, also went to the mall so I could get the lotion deal, and all the lotions were $3.95 each instead of $13 or $13.50 or even $15.50. So I was just glad to go in and get the deal. I ended up saving over $160, so I was extremely happy about that. Ended up getting 15 total, so I was glad to get so many since they're the only lotion brand that I use. It doesn't irritate me. Mentioned that Monday will be a pretty busy day because of groceries and errands. On top of Grandma having a doctor's appointment, and that I was just really hoping that John would be able to come for Thanksgiving. But it would just depend on Mama and the money situation and everything, so. I kind of went on a rant about some things, so I'm not going to get into that. More ranting on this page, and more ranting on this page. So, again, not getting into that. and then mentioned that really wish I could see John again because of how hectic things are being. So, yeah. This day was another chilled out day overall. Just kind of watched YouTube videos, all buried under the covers because of how cold it was. Only activity was getting a shower and help Grandma write out some checks to mail, which was a lot. I think there was like 9 to 10 of them or something. There was just a bunch. This is another little thing that I ended up doing. Mentioned I wasn't looking forward to the following day because it was the usual grocery store and errands and everything, and that I was just hoping we didn't have, you know, crazy crap ton to do, so mentioned I've been feeling kind of sick and under the weather, and I wish I knew why. Wasn't sure if it was allergies as well as getting the flu shot or what the case may be. So this day was very busy. Had the usual grocery store and errand run, and we had a good bit of errands. We had the post office, bank to cash check, property taxes, cigarettes, and then running to Kroger for Grandma for a few necessities that they carry that the traditional grocery store that we go to does not. Or Sprouts if you're on the West Coast. Mentioned I was just glad to be home. Excuse me. I have a massive yawn there. Mentioned that Grandma was also able to get her custom shoes as well, which I know she was happy about. So, was happy about that for her. Just because it makes things a lot easier. Mentioned that the following day I'd be spending a few days at home, and I was just looking forward to that because sometimes my grandfather can really get on my nerves. So mentioned that if I could figure out how to work the tripod that a friend of the family got me, that I could do an Animal Crossing video for you guys, but I still have yet to figure it out. Anyway, rant on this side, rant on this side. Mentioned that I really could not wait until I could see John again, just because I missed being with him, and things are just chaotic, so. And this day was pretty chill. I mostly just sat at my desk and watched YouTube videos. Mostly Rabbid Luigi's countdowns, and also listening to more K-pop music. Excuse me, I keep yawning. Also had the usual errand run, and overall wasn't too bad. Had the post office and then pharmacy for me to get my diabetic syringes since I was totally out. Once we got through with the errands, I just spent the time relaxing and watching YouTube videos. I mentioned I was considering filming today, but I planned to film the following day because I wanted to get the last of my flip-throughs done so I wouldn't have to worry about it. And then it'd just be nice to catch up with them so I'm not so far behind on them and everything. I mentioned that I've been pretty exhausted / having really bad stomach cramps all day. I wasn't sure why. But that I wish I did because it was becoming quite annoying. So I mentioned that it was hard to believe that I'd been writing for over 500 days straight in my journal now without missing a day because I never thought that I would get to that milestone. So it's just really, really surprising to me. I mentioned there was so much that goes on that if I didn't journal, that I'm not 100% sure where my mentality would be anymore because it's helped me come close. It's helped me not come so close to snapping at anybody. So yeah. I mentioned it was also hard to believe that I finished, or that I'm on journal 47, just because I never thought that I would even get that far. So I also mentioned that I couldn't imagine journaling for over 11 years like the Journal CEO here on YouTube. If you're hearing rattling, that's the laptop. So yeah. I mentioned that I hope I can film the following day, and then I wrote like a list of the ones that I wanted to film. So yeah. This was a chilled out day. Spent most of the day just watching YouTube. Mostly Melissa Parada's Empties videos. And also some of Anime America's top 10 lists. Mentioned I was also able to film a few videos. Got an Ipsy unbagging done, a singing video, and one of the flip-throughs done. I mentioned that I had hoped to do all 3, but my throat could not handle all 3. So yeah, that was kind of annoying. I have no idea why the laptop's like that though, by the way. And this was the card that came with the Ipsy. Mentioned that I was hoping tomorrow, or hoping the following day would be pretty chill. And that I knew we would have errands, but other than that, just like a pretty chill day. Especially since recording takes a lot out of my voice and throat overall, so it'd be nice to get through them all so I wouldn't have to worry about dealing with that for a minute, personally. Thought this comic was funny. Here it is, this way, for those that want to read it. I mentioned that it was hard to believe. I've been with John for over 8 years now. It was insane to me how time flies, because it seems like yesterday that he took me to prom and we had our first kiss. So it's just kind of mind-blowing to me to think that we've been together that long. And I kind of went on a ranting session about my grandfather, because he can be stubborn and quite annoying. And this day was another chill day. Spent most of the day at my desk watching more YouTube. Had the usual errand run, and all I had was the post office, cashing a check at the bank, and paying the Sears bill, which I was thankful for. I was just glad we didn't have a crap ton. I mentioned that we also had to go to Dollar General to get some cat food, and so I was able to restock all my stickers while I was in there. Kind of went on more of a ranting session on this page. A little bit on this page as well. This day was kind of a stressed out day in my eyes. I had to go back to Grandma's to help them out where I could. And part of me wished I had a little bit of a longer break just because of how hectic things can get. Also had to look after Papa since Grandma had an appointment with her doctor in a town that's an hour away. So I was kind of like on it and tense all day because that's just how Papa makes me feel. So all activity was just getting a shower and then doing dishes. I mentioned I wasn't looking forward to the following day because of it being the grocery store. And I just never look forward to that just because of how dang draining it is on me. So I mentioned the following day I also planned to do some decorating or decorative journal pages in the big one that I had brought with me. Stretch my legs out, guys. Okay. Then I mentioned I also planned to relax by coloring a bit as well, just to kind of de-stress my mind. Mentioned it was also hard to believe that Thanksgiving was the following week, because it just didn't seem like it was that close already. So this day was kinda busy. We had the grocery store and errands, but thankfully we didn't have a whole lot in terms of the errands. Said post office and pharmacy for me. Mentioned I was glad to go into the pharmacy because I was able to get my pain medicine refilled. So yeah, I was happy about that. After that, I just relaxed and watched YouTube videos in bed at Grandma's, mostly thinking myself feet and listening to more music. The main highlight of the day was I got to talk to a subscriber face to face. Now this is going to go, putting this out there now, this is going to go into something that starts off good and takes a negative turn. So just putting that out there. So anyway, she was asking for like relationship advice, and I tried to help her where I could, and so it was a lot to try to help with, but for some reason her boyfriend listened to the advice that I had given. It was weird. This day was pretty chill overall. Just kind of relaxed and watched HKitty1122's MD's videos and listened to music. Mentioned that I was just glad I was able to have a super chill out day overall, especially since the previous day was so crazy hectic and everything. So also spent a good chunk of the day decorating my next volume to get it ready. So yep. It was kind of hectic overall. Had the usual grocery store and errands, and we had a lot. We had the post office, bank, CVS, Visa payment, cigarettes, and bourbon as well. So it was a lot of running around, and it was chaotic. Mentioned that I was looking forward to the following day because I was able to go home for a couple days since Mom was off and everything. So I was happy about that. Mentioned I also wanted to film some more for you guys the following day when I got home. This was a candle. Set up. This was a candle that I had gotten at Dollar General that I finished and really liked overall. Mentioned there's only so much of my grandfather's shenanigans that I can take. Mentioned that I'd been listening to Twice and Lovelyz because I've really been liking Lovelyz's new track Twinkle and also Twice Likey. One thing that I missed that I was kind of like kicking myself for was the fact that BTS was on the AMAs and they were performing DNA. I was just like, wait a minute, what? It just really caught me off guard and surprised me. Luckily I was able to catch it on YouTube, but it was still crazy to me. Today wasn't that busy, just relaxed and watched more videos again. Also listened to music, but not any one specific artist, just a big variety today. or this day, so mentioned I was just glad to be at the house this day and the following day, because I just needed a break from my grandparents. I love them to death, but Papa can really grate on my nerves sometimes, and I end up with tension headaches as a result, so mentioned hoping that the following day would be pretty chilled out overall. This day we only had the post office, so that was nice. I was just hoping that we would have a repeat of that, because I hadn't felt well and I was just wanting to relax. Mentioned if I was able to, I'd like to film a few videos while I was at the house. Then I gave like a list of ones I wanted to do. And then I kind of went into like rant territory on this page, rant territory on this page. Mentioned that I'll have an opportunity to film some videos the following day, so that'll be nice. Just kind of chill out and relax type thing. Mentioned that part of me was not looking forward to Thanksgiving at all, that it wouldn't be the same without John here with me, and that I was just wanting to spend time with him, so and then rant territory, more rant, so yeah. This was a chilled out day overall. Just spent the day watching YouTube. Mostly Rabbid Luigi's countdowns. The only activity was getting a shower and just kind of helping Grandma and Papa where they needed help. This is a little bit of rant up here and here and here. Mentioned I was looking forward to seeing my aunt and cousins from South Carolina the following day, just so I could see some of my cousin Sydney's cheering videos from her cheering tournament. This was also something else that I did, which I did while I was watching videos, because my hands were like wanting to do something. Mentioned that when I was there with John, I hoped I'd be able to go into Build-A-Bear and make another one. So, which if you guys saw the one I got for Christmas video, then you know what he got me already. This was Thanksgiving, which ended up being like extremely tiring, and things were just really chaotic overall. Ended up spending the rest of the day just watching YouTube, stuff, mostly things in subfeed and listening to more music, but it was a variety today. I mentioned I was really liking Card's new track, You and Me. It's really cool to me, in my opinion. Mentioned that I plan to see my dad for a little bit, so we could catch up, but also so I could see Granny and everybody and see how they're doing. Cause Aunt Rhonda went back in the hospital, which I hate that for her. I know going to the hospital is not fun at all. This is ranting on this page. This day was pretty relaxed. Just watched a bunch of Empty's videos and also started the Kid Icarus Uprising Let's Play from Emil. Also glad to have a chill day. But I did not like the reason why. It's because Mama was sick and we had to go to the grocery store on Fridays, so she just bumped it back a day. Mentioned that the following day I'd be able to see my dad and catch up with him and everybody on that side just to see how everybody's doing. So I was looking forward to that. I mentioned it's hard to believe that Christmas is just right around the corner, because it just seems like this year flew by in my eyes. So that was kind of surprising to me. It's one of the sticker books that I had. This day was quite chilled out overall. Just spent most of the day watching more YouTube. Mostly more of Emil's Kid Icarus Uprising, but also just listening to K-pop, mostly Girls' Generation, and also a bit of WJSN Girls, so I was happy about that. So, mentioned that a friend of the family took me to Walmart so I could replenish my sticker supply, but also to look for yogurt for my grandmother because she really likes pineapple yogurt, and that's one of the few places that actually carries the Yoplait pineapple. Mentioned I've really been enjoying the group Odd Eye Circle, which is just, 3 members of Luna. But I've been really liking their sound and everything, so I just listen to them a lot. Things are still kind of chaotic with Grandma's foot as far as the recovery process and everything, so I had to go through that all over again. I kind of went on rant on that side and this side. This day was pretty lazy. Spent most of the day in bed watching YouTube videos and listening to K-pop. For the most part, the day had been fairly relaxed. The only activity was getting a shower and then also going into CVS for Grandma to get lozenges and other few necessities. Then I kind of went into like rant territory on that page, this page. Mentioned that it was hard to believe that this journal was almost finished, and that it just seemed that I was flying through journals like freaking crazy. But I guess it was because of everything that was going on, so yeah. And then ranting on this page, mentioned plans to start filming again, or wanting to film more again, or flip through videos again, and that I finished up Emil's Kid Icarus Uprising Let's Play that I really liked overall. And that it was definitely a very interesting game. Then I got on a rant tangent over here. And here. And here on this page. This day was pretty busy. We had the usual grocery store run, along with the errands, but thankfully we didn't have, excuse me, that much in terms of the errands. That we'd only had the post office, bank, and the pharmacy for Grandma and me. Excuse me. Mentioned that I hadn't been feeling good, and I was just glad to be home after the running around. I mentioned that I hoped when I do go back to the house I'll be able to record more videos for you guys, just so I can stay ahead. Mentioned once we got home from all the running around, I spent the rest of the day just relaxing in bed and mostly watching videos in my sub feed, listening to music, so it's kind of a chill day in that regard. And I kind of went into more ranting on both of these pages and on these pages. More ranting on this page. Mentioned that I really couldn't wait until I could see John again, just because of how badly chaotic things can be. Yeah, I broke the spine on this one, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, this day was pretty chilled out overall. Spent most of the day watching YouTube, mostly sub-feed stuff, and listening to music. Then I mentioned I planned to start a different Let's Play of Emil's, but I wasn't sure which one. Also, Grandma had an appointment to get her foot looked at, so I'm sure she was thrilled about that idea. I mentioned that Mama had another job interview, because things were just chaotic, but she was able to get signed on practically immediately, so that was nice. And I was kind of going into, like, her job and details and stuff that I'm not allowed to verbally say. So, kind of went into a rant about Papa on these 2 pages. Mentioned that I was hoping the following day would be pretty tame in terms of errands and all. The only thing that we would need to do is, like, the post office. But other than that, I wasn't sure what else. Mentioned that I finally got Papa into bed with such a bad tension headache. It was really bad. More ranting, more ranting. And a little bit more ranting. Mentioned that it's so crazy to me that John and I have been together for over 8 years. Just because it didn't seem like it had been that long. And then I put a little envelope in the back. So, yeah, that was the end of this flip through, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I apologize if I act kind of spacey. I took something for a head cold, so. But with all that being said, I will talk to you guys soon in another video at another time. Bye, roses.